For our final subdivision, I'm going to look at something a little bit harder. This is a triplet. Now, this isn't a standard subdivision where you're playing things evenly. This is an eighth note triplet, which means instead of having two subdivisions to the beat, which we have with our eighth notes, 1 and 2 and, you're going to play three subdivisions to the beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, I always think, and if you've watched any of my other lessons, I'm very much into the phonetics of playing. In other words, if I can say something, I can play it, or it becomes part of my internal metronome. I really struggled. I could play triplets, but I couldn't count them. I couldn't feel them in relationship to the beat. And my music teacher taught me something which I thought was quite genius, and this is quite funny, seeing as I am English, to actually break the beat down into 3 syllables. Cup of tea. Yes. If it gets any stranger, if I'm not singing, I'm making you say cup of tea. If you say cup of tea evenly and make sure that the word cup always falls on the beat, you get cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea. It's a triplet. And I think that that's a pretty cool way for you to nail understanding how to count and subdivide the beat into triplets. Obviously, do this in the privacy of a room on your own. Your family will think you've gone insane sitting there going, cup of tea, cup of tea. But by saying it that way, cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea. I'm going to play through a full 4 bars playing triplets on each beat. And I've got the metronome in the digital amp set up to count in triplets. You will hear the high beep for the beginning of the bar, and then you will hear the full triplet subdivision. So I just have to make sure that I'm playing on each little beep that I hear, basically. And a good thing to do is for you to put that metronome count on and just say cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea, in time with the beats, and you will start to feel the rhythm as well as the subdivision. So yes, as you can see, that is quite hard. It gets quite fast, but I still think it's good for you to understand. Obviously, outside of this lesson, you can wind the tempo down a lot slower and practice your triplets.